lawyer to mention my name all this while. She has not even mentioned my name all this while. Now, on Bolati's platform, they said, boss man, you said spending that his lawyer is Otigabodi. I said, yes, his lawyer is Gabodi. You said spending's lawyer is dealing with the King White. I said, yes. He said, yeah, talk. They were expecting me to talk in the order of the questions. And I said, okay. So spending, what are you saying? Yeah, boss man, you said you have whatever. I said, yes. Is it wrong? He said, how do you mean? Do you know my lawyer? And I said, okay. You guys want an answer for me, and I will give you an answer, and I will give you an illustration. In the illustration, there comes your answer. Do you know what I said, Papariano? I said, I will ask you some questions, spending. In the question I'm going to ask you, there come your answer. He said, I should go ahead. And I said, have you ever been arrested within now and 5 years, between 5 years and now? Have you ever been arrested in Nigeria? Yes. He was shocked. His account was muted. It took him like 40 seconds before he could say something to me. I said, unmute your mic, spending. And he like, baby, what's it by you now? Expect to be paid. Answer to be lower me, I'm for you, baby. You my bros brain in you, man. Answer, unmute your mic. Yes, I was arrested. No, you were arrested. What were you arrested for? No, only mute your mic. Money Tibetan bear sorrow, mute. Do you know what happened? I discovered that when he was muted, Queen Elijah was on WhatsApp call with spending. Every question I had spending, Queen Elijah is telling him what to say to me. They do not know all that going on their platform. But me, as a G-man, I understand what was going on behind the closed door. And I told him, don't you mute that mic. Leave it open. Because it was Queen Elijah that was telling him what to say to me because you want to subject me into dragging. And I said to him, you said you were arrested. What did they arrest you for? I was just going on the street to Olopa. They just asked me, bring your bag. And they found a laptop there. What did they arrest you for? Spending? For Yahoo Yahoo. They arrested you for Yahoo Yahoo. Yes. Did they lock you up? He said yes. Did you get a lawyer? He paused again. But you are the one that asked me that do I know your lawyer? I'm answering your question, but you are going to be the one to answer that question I want to ask you. One, did you get a lawyer that day? Did I get you out? Only yes. What's the name of the lawyer? He mentioned the name of the lawyer. I said, oh, and you said I did not know your lawyer. I did not know you. I did not know your lawyer. How do I get to know all this, your past? He was shocked. And I told Queen there, Queen, Queen, and you spending, don't you ever mute that mic. Because whenever Queen Elijah is telling him behind the closed door, only what be lawyer to you, so we know the lawyer to loan sing. Yes. So when the lawyer to loan sing, only Benny. Lawyer. So if the lawyer that you used back then is the same lawyer that you are using now, that lawyer is the friend of King White. I shut up. Then Arifa came up there. And people in the comment section were still dragging me there. Well, what's all those things? What's the meaning of what you just said? He's just asking you a simple question, but my answer. I said, all this illustration so you understand it. When you were talking about understanding, you want me to come and answer yes or no to what spending? I have answered this question. He said I did not know his lawyer. I don't know anything about him. I just gave him a story of his past. And in his past, answer dead there. Whatever lawyer that you used back then, show when the lawyer to loan sing only Ben. So whatever lawyer that you are using right now, is a friend of King White. So if you have a lawyer that has compromised, that is a friend of the enemy's camp, so what do you expect, King Papariano? That was how Arifa came in, and then I guess Lagata also came to attest to what I just said, because they brainwashed spending. Westo messed everything up by holding spending to himself. Okofelo spending that if he make you money. Queen Alaja brainwashed spending of Kofeekulosi jail. But you know what? There's something they call bargain. You can bargain it. Is it plead bargain? Yeah, plead bargain. Even Nigeria can do plead bargain. So you won't try to protect your spending crew and bed. All of you keep saying that, Emo. You are denying everything. All what Spending was saying, we petition you. You couldn't, we petition you. Queen Lowa need the Queen Lowa need the And that is exactly what is going on here. This queen went to meet Clinton Coffee. I didn't have evidence of that. We discovered that this queen used to give host money, not to talk about spending. So, Papariano, I think in my illustration now, especially more lawyer spending. So, more lawyer spending. I guess spending is all past history for the past 5 years. Lawyer to log back. Last time, we know now.
You will even see it's even on the internet, like Spending went to jail. If you type it, I think the Spending now. I mean, I think he has it's on the page, on the website.
I don't think it's on the internet. I've not seen it on the internet.
I see something like that.
We went to dig it in the lawyers know themselves. We went to dig about it. So Spending really.
I've read it before.
Yeah.
I think either Yahoo or something like that. EFCC.
Yahoo. Yahoo.
EFCC. Hey, it's on the internet, please. I know about it. EFCC. That's why about it. That's why he was arrested. But again, right, all in all, what I'm saying is this. I want us to be able to be differentiating between what is an evidence and what is just a simple information.
So what we had was all what he said when he was in prison. We were looking for what actually happened in the house. We couldn't solve the puzzle. Spending gave us the right thing to hold on to. All right? And after he said that, what he said to us, it was recorded. There are some that was recorded, there were some that were not recorded. And to make a lot of sense when we put this puzzle together, whenever you hear me say, whatever I've been talking about are things that were said by Spending. Okay? Now, let me tell you something. We do not know this guy that Yomi arrested about the 3 seconds video, Damola. We heard all this thing about Damola from Spending. From Spending since 2023. Then 2024 comes up, and whatever Spending says.
So you heard all these things about Damola, like how?
We heard about Damola from Spending now.
But the first people that mentioned Damola was the police now.
About Damola, Spending said there used to be a brother to Wunmi that works in the bank.
But don't forget the police also, by October, police also mentioned that Damola was one of the people that took Mohbad to the hospital. Don't forget.
I will not see that one. I will not know about that one.
So you didn't hear police statement.
Yeah.
You didn't hear police statement. You heard it from
of course, we had the police statement and all that. But we don't know who Damola was. But we got to know that there was a guy that works in a bank.
Yeah, but they said Damola is not even Wunmi brother. Maybe just a friend of Mohbad.
He's not Wunmi's brother. They are just a friend of Mohbad.
Sukomi is Wunmi's brother, right?
Yeah, but he said that the DVR was removed. The camera was removed. We heard that from that, and then we got interested in the whole thing.
Okay, you mean Spending also agree camera was removed?
He said it now.
Okay, but the thing is this one. But where the problem comes is this. And that is what That is where evidence comes. If spending says something and there wasn't any convincing record of him, let me say that you didn't record him, right? And if he says something and he withdraws it, and later on when they want to like catch, maybe if you take it to the police and he doesn't want to acknowledge it, if he withdraws it, there's nothing anybody can do. What the law says that for any oral testimony to be abducted as an evidence, it has to be willingly given by the person, by the witness, the testifier. It has to be willingly, unconvinced, uncoerced. So spending cannot willingly give the police that information. Police will not see it as an information. It's not going to sell true.
That is if you say so. So now, Papariano.
It's not if I say so.
Papariano. Now let me tell you something. Everything's making. So I was saying, there are some things that is not meant for the media. It's not meant for people on social media. Okay, I don't care what people say. Everybody wants to know everything. Okay, everyone has their way of strategy of doing things. So I am different. Maybe Wunmi is also different. Due to the past or what we've done in the past, that we saw that they used whatever we said in the media and they went to form a script with it. And we said, anyway, yeah, this one.
Yeah, that I won't disagree with that. Like I won't. That one you make a point. That's a very strong point there.
Yeah. So people will say, "Boss man, say this. There are some things that is not meant for you. It's meant for the authority."
Yeah, no, but the boss man, where the problem comes is right. When you say some things are not meant for the public and are meant for authorities. Because people are curious. It's just like you're saying that you know what kills. Yes. No. And you don't want to.
I understand that people are curious, Papariano. People also need to understand that there are some people that are actually dying to get this justice from Mohbad. Okay, they're craving for it, and there are some people that they are ready to make sure that they destroy everything that you're working for. Do you agree with me?
Sure.
That is exactly what we're talking about. There are some people that go to platform to seek little information from you people, and they quickly go back to destroy the evidence, to destroy every other things. Hold on, Papa.
To destroy the information. Yeah, so guys, let me quickly brief you about what the boss man just said. I think maybe because maybe his English is too big, sometimes I don't understand. Well, I mean, I think he speaks simple English, but just to use my own voice to repeat what he just said. So according to him, he feels like the reason why those informations not need to come out is because I think that for me, I think that's a strong point. I don't know if it makes sense to some of you. Okay, that the reason why most informations are not coming out, why the things shouldn't be coming out, is because the other group is also working so hard to see that they change that narrative. For example, if spending, if they, that is Bossman, Yekudi, and Moses Ako, if they had not exposed to the public that spending was in that car, okay, we wouldn't have heard this much that we heard. In fact, spending might not have come to coroner inquest. The reason why spending came to coroner inquest, like is because there was this particular speculation on spending, that spending will tell us what happened in the bridge. Okay, that spending not too much. Right? So the other side too had to quickly run to spending to negotiate with spending. That thing that people are saying you want to say, if you try to say it.
Exactly, Paparano.
Just wait, I'm trying to break things down, just wait. Okay. So that thing that you want to go say, if you say it, will destroy your life. We are watching you. If you like, go say it. You have the choice to still say you didn't say it. And if you say you didn't say it, there's nothing they will do. Because the law says until you agree that you says it, that's when it's effective. The people who are also, because me, I just quoted the law. For spending for them to be able to send Wunmi or anybody to jail on the account of spending must stay there as a witness to nail the person down. Whatever audio anybody has on spending cannot nail anybody down. It's an audio of spending. They will ask, where is the spending itself? The spending who says so. Now this is the spending, and spending is denying that he didn't say so. Right? Okay, even if he says so, then he lied to you, it didn't happen. And he didn't say it under an oath. Spending just spoke on phone. Spending can say, okay, I was charging, like, I heard it, okay, from somebody, and I think that was what happened. Like, in fact, that didn't happen, like, I lied. Spending said I lied, yes? So Spending cannot lie to his friend. Spending did not lie to the police. Spending didn't tell the police that. He only told you guys something else that he didn't tell the police. So if he comes out and says that I lied to you guys, so who are you? They can't lie to you. So because Spending lied to Moses or lied to the boss man, that will make him go to jail. Is the boss man a judge? Spending cannot lie to a judge, cannot lie to the police, because those ones, they're going to hold it against him. But if you say it didn't happen, like it was all lie, I all formulated it, what are they going to do? That evidence is destroyed. It's destroyed. Because nobody will be the witness. Your only audio is not a witness. Your audio was not there. For somebody who's saying the audio. Right? So now I understand also from the side of the boss man that the other group are also working so hard. And again, I think where it makes sense the most is this, that they didn't come out to expose spending. That time which they did, early last year, there's possibility that spending may not even be called to coroner inquest. Why do I say so? Because spending is not the only one in the car. OG2 was in that car. Adibin OG2 was exposed.
No. OG was not in the car. OG. Let them come out and say OG was in the car. OG was not in the car. Let me tell you who was in the car. I will give you the sitting position. It was Spending that gave us the sitting position.
We all heard it, but I was thinking, they said that Darusha and the driver in the front, Prime Boy, Wunmi, with the baby, and Mohbad, they were in the center, and then Spending and OG was behind. That's what I heard.
No, there was no OG behind Spending.
Only Spending was
Spending only. Yes.
Okay. But where was OG? OG went to that show too.
OG, they were in another vehicle. OG, Lifestyle, Majura, they were in another vehicle. In fact, let me put it to you today. Lifestyle was there. He saw what happened that very day in the house.
So, okay.
These are the things.
To how many percent would you rate this audio that was
Tommy, I don't want to talk about the audio thing. I don't want to talk about the police. I beg your pardon.
No. This particular audio that was sent to Bukky Jason, how many percent would you rate?
I said it. I said it. I said I gave it 70%.
That sounds more correct.
A little bit. Yes,
I said it's more correct. Not even 70%. Like it answers a lot of things.
No, because
go on. Because
I said to them when I heard it, I said 70%, but OG was not the one, was not the driver. I said OG was not the driver.
Yeah,
the
sure.
photographer, not the driver of Mohbad. So I said, immediately I heard it from Bukky JC, I told them that exactly. Same narrative.
Let me play less fresh out mind. Just the because I deleted the conversion of the guy. If it's loud enough, tell me if it's loud enough. Is it loud enough? Is it loud enough? Is it loud enough, guys? Is it loud enough, guys, to be sure? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello? It's loud enough? Okay. I already translated this so many times now. Okay, let me first give you guys the English translation of it. Okay, then I can play it in Yoruba. So this was one of the guy that, this guy explained exactly the way things were. He said that one, they don't live 15 in that house. And that, I think this gave me clarity for me. Like that they do come to that house whenever there is a show with Mohbad. Because when they go to the show, Mohbad do give them money in their pocket, whether they dance or not, whether they sing or not, that they just come around whenever Mohbad is going to have a show. So they come around and there will be much in the house. And that makes sense, right? And then this guy said this was fateful day, he went to the show with them as one of the people. He was in the other car in the other Prado Jeep. So they got to the show, and their own Prado Jeep was behind. That of Mohbad was in the middle, like, I mean, ahead of their own, right? I mean, in departure mode. So the show ended, right? And then so Boki asked the guy, like, what happened? Was there a fight in the show? The guy said, there was no real fight, but there was just like a little basic argument between Mohbad and his friend. And so that they came home. When they got home, they all went. When they got home, that they were dropped by the Prado Jeep, which answered another question that I've been worried about. That when they were dropped in the gate, the Prado Jeep left. So don't forget, Mohbad left first. They were behind Mohbad. Mohbad was supposed to arrive first, or they arrived together, but their own Prado Jeep arrived first. All right. So that should tell a lot. That maybe something happened to Mohbad car. Maybe there was an odor. Mohbad was having issues on the way, whereby Mohbad car stopped and the other Prado Jeep overtook them because they already know where they were going. So that answered the second question, where Spending said when they came home, they met some people. So it means these guys who were in the first Prado Jeep, they were already home waiting, because according to them, don't forget, if Darosha, Wunmi, Mohbad, Prime Boy, if they are in a particular, car, I think they are the one who should have the key to the house. That's especially Wunmi and Mohbad. So because they were not there, those ones were outside waiting. So when the car of Mohbad came, which Spending was into, then Spending met some people in the gate at home. So this particular narrative of whatever, it helped me clear that place, because I was wondering, when Spending said they met people at home, who did you guys meet? Is it hire killer? What is the nature of these people? But from this clip, I think that makes some sense, if that's correct. So that they met some people. Let me translate it. I'm translating, then I'll play, then you will now address it. You will address it, don't worry, there's time for it. I'm just giving the English version of it. So Mohbad came, and then Mohbad and Wunmi went upstairs. According to this guy, I'm narrating, I'm giving translation. So they went upstairs, and when they got inside, the guy was in the salon, the parlor, with some of those guys. While OG went up, Mohbad went up. And according to the guy, which answered a second question for me again, that Darosha came, but Darosha left that night. Okay, Darosha came. This guy answered that place. I was thinking Darosha was in the house room. With this guy, he claimed Darosha left that night again. Okay, maybe Darosha and one other person left that night. So for me, that answers second question again, which I think is smooth enough. That corroborates Darosha's story, right? And then now, moving forward, this guy said that he had relaxed a little bit. He was in the salon in the parlor. So then later on, some while later, or some moment later, they heard a noise from upstairs where Wunmi was telling him about stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. In such a way like something scary happened to Mohbad. Don't forget that the driver had earlier advised Mohbad and Wunmi that they shouldn't fight, because the driver said the things that happened on the way, like it could have led to fighting. Okay, that's why for driver to interfere into a couple's, like conversation or whatever, to interfere and even be advising them not to fight, is because something terrible that could have even led to fight happened. People don't just intervene and then tell couples not to fight. Something was already yielding or leading to fighting. So now, according to this guy narratives, when they were upstairs, Wunmi was telling him about stand up, stand up. That is like a moment later, maybe an hour or 2 hours ago, something like that, So Wunmi was telling him about stand up, like they were hearing this thing up. But according to him, because usually when they come to Mohbad's house, there's always chaos, like a kind of disagreement, Wunmi, Mohbad. So the guy felt like, the same thing again. And they are tired. So he kept sleeping, okay? He kept doing what he's doing. So, and he said OG, the photographer, was upstairs, he witnessed all of those things. In fact, that OG even recorded the argument between Mohbad and Wunmi in the car when they were going to the show. There was argument. So OG had it on that record, all of those things. And even what happened there that night, that Sunday night when they came back, or that Monday early morning. So he said that OG has a record of it, which he was going to release if they were able to get into South Africa, to the next African country. So, that's basically what happened. And the guy claimed that every one of the people in that house have one or two videos. Okay, that they also heard about the Damola and the Yomi Fabiyi case. Also, they also heard about it and they see what was ensuing. Don't forget, like this guy's narrative for me, it also corroborated the driver, right? It also gave clarity to what the driver had said, because this guy claimed that after some like hours, they were in the salon, they heard noise up where we was telling Mohbad, stand up. So Mohbad might have collapsed, which also corroborate what they told the doctor. Doctor said when they brought Mohbad the cell, he just collapsed, right? So there was like Mohbad might have collapsed for them to be telling him, stand up, in such a scary way. So the driver said, right, that when he was in his own car, like when after he has dropped them, they went upstairs, so he was already relaxing in his car. In fact, the glass of the car was broken, so he had to wait there till morning, where they fix it, and then he can leave. So while he was sleeping in his car, some hours later, that they came around 1, so it corroborates what that guy too said. The driver said some hours later, okay, about around 3 a.m., right? So he heard a noise in his car. And let me support to opportunity to clear that, right? The driver never said, Baba fans, Baba gullible fans, and gullible people who are looking for justice from Mohbad, who are wasting themselves. Comfy, Yok Daddy, buy your Gurexi, Buki JC, you guys should open your sticky ear and understand. Hear me? Plus Baba Mohbad, a shitting. I know how to speak to people. People who don't like to understand. They have their brain, but they don't use it. Use your ear. And that's why I have to disrespect you guys, to teach you guys, because you guys don't learn. No matter how people tell you things respectfully, you always like to do something nasty, probably because you are making money out of you destroying justice and going this different direction. It's not going to work with me. I am still here. And I stay here till we get over this case. Let me make that clear. No intimidation, no salt, no time, no day. What that driver said, and which he has always been saying. He said it in the inquest, he said it to Arifa, and he has always been saying. The driver said, and people misunderstood him. If I knock, like, let me say you are sleeping, and I knock at the door of your glass, is that not a noise? The driver did not say he heard a noise from upstairs. He didn't say so. Because they were saying that when the driver came to Arifa, the driver changed. The driver never changed. The driver said he heard a noise. That is, he heard a knock on his door. All right? And when he opened it, they said, Mohbad. I've cleared that. Now let me come back to the story. So that shows that something happened to Mohbad around that time. So this guy could not be lying and the driver too be lying. Right? When they were coming from the show, why didn't they stop Mohbad? The same people who came to knock the door of the driver, they were with Mohbad in the car, right? Why didn't they stop Mohbad in the pharmacy? If Mohbad needed pharmacy, it means Mohbad didn't need pharmacy until 3 a.m. in the morning. So 1 a.m. Mohbad could have been okay. 2 a.m. Mohbad could have been okay. And also, if we look at the Soso Berekon said that by 1 a.m. he called Mohbad. Mohbad said he has got home. They spoke. Soso Berekon said so in his video. It's on Instagram. He said he spoke to Mohbad that night, 1 a.m. to confirm that Mohbad has got home, has reached home. He said so. And I think that makes sense. Most promoters, they want to confirm, hey, what's up, bro? Like, did you arrive? Have you got home? The man said that happened. That Mohbad confirmed. So it means Mohbad was alive until 3 a.m. If we should go by that, if I should analyze by that. And that's why we didn't see Mohbad activity on Monday, throughout Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Monday evening. All right? It means something like happened, which they are covering. So the driver said they knocked on his door and they were saying, Mohbad, that they want to go to the pharmacy. You should come to him to the pharmacy. And this man said he doesn't have fuel in his car, which doesn't make sense to me again. No? Or what if Mohbad invited you in the first place, right? And there should be fuel in your car. And there was fuel in that car. It was the fuel in that car you used to drive that car away. What is fuel that they cannot provide to the car? So the whole story from there looks like some cover-up. But the guy established that something happened to Mohbad around that time, which they had to. He didn't take them away. He said they went to use Mohbad car and they tried to start the car, they started the car, then the car took them and they went. And for me, I was even questioning the driver, if you said that your car was in front of Mohbad gate, so at what point did you reverse for them to bring out their own car? And then at what point did you come back? But anyway, a lot of things is not so clear there. I don't think that those guys were really grilled very well. So just Mohbad, there's no real interest, to know what killed Mohbad on the side of those who have the resources. Who are those who have the resources? Almost 100 million plus was contributed to Mohbad's father. Lawyer failed, they failed. Doctor, pathology, they failed. Today, this stupid Joseph Aloba cannot tell us where toxicology was done. He felt like deceiving public and eating public money is a very nice thing to do. Okay? But I know public will always hold this against him. They will defame him forever unless he doesn't plan to come out and make it in the public. This one that he has gotten from the public, I hope he escapes with it. Alright? But if you are still in this public will hold you on that. Public will ever hold you on that. Just from about finish. Alright? So people that we saw, people who resources was given, give me 100 million plus. Then you have the right to ask me what have I done. The person we all give our money, we shouldn't drag ourselves. We all should be dragging Joseph Aloba. Money was given to you. You could get 2-3 pathologists. You could get 2, 3, 4, 5 lawyers. In fact, upon the money given to you, people recommended to give you lawyers for free of charge. You rejected everything because you wanted a different justice. All right. So basically, this is what happened in this audio I'm about to play. So I'm going to play it and I'm going to let the boss man talk about it in his own views. So let me play the guy. Everybody listen to it in Yoruba and then he can also address it.
Hello, plan everything. Understand because we're going to video and work. We go back to the join to 55 weekend down in Yara. Wunmi shall buy the go tell you one time here. But we will not let you know video at your video to the phone. Even they shall have from pay. You are cool last week here because movie about our more see another parent. Next thing today to buy me so no body not take me them back so they know feel safe. Won't go any lati Nanja no go to drop anything. You don't understand it because we in the way share our just because I'm just now my plan to need to have more between info league. Back would they will be Shisha to back in here, we don't need to Nigeria. We might get back to him about getting mistakenly. We can contact him, I can take over to Kuruno, or to just leave by he can get to contact him about being in issue. COG to my Syrian, a beauty Williamson, which is about to my Syrian. Okay, so one of the travelers to South Africa. Okay, so he will do a cost to my friend to South Africa and check him out. But when it's all back, you believe me. I got an evidence book you. Any fellows, any name contact solo. Over the bureau, I'm not to a video, people by the Shiku. Don't say the video 3 seconds. Okay. And another question. Say you want big on going that can actually say you want big. Say you want big. No, big, what's in big, but see, Mohbad, see, Mohbad is really, but say you want big. You want really enjoy, say you want really. You want to want to support 15 to 1 really, and say what you want big. Hello, Benny, Moanule, Bubala, Wanule, Joy. New spending the OG lifestyle Bubala Wale Aomeji Nikon tossing the Ononi Darusha Urojo and Kurule Bashinde Kuteba Woligo Darusha Loli Prime Boy Kuba Dili. So it's a letter Susi Pelu Adura everybody. But normal everybody knows she more normal because what you call Sigma talking issue a few times in Bawan Bay. Most of them are bed anti show because for everybody know thing about ní show yẹn everybody àtọ̀yẹ tó ti ṣe anything everybody máa gbowó so gbọ́dọ̀ àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ so ọjọ́ ìbá ṣe dé ẹ̀mú ti rẹ everybody minute everybody sùn owó jí yẹn kò ń sùn tiẹ̀ because ó máa ń smoke so bóyá àbí tó ti ń fa igbó ló ti gbọ́ gbogbo ariwo ẹ̀ ṣá tó ń ti lọ síbẹ̀ almost everybody tó wà tó máa ń gbé ń bẹ̀ ọlágbé mi ò ń gbé ń bẹ̀ steady báyẹn almost everybody tó máa ń gbé nínú ilé yẹn lọ ní 1 or 2 ní orí phone the same thing tí àwọn àdúrà àti ìdàmọ́lá ẹ̀ náà gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la gbọ́ sí so gbogbo nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ kí ẹrù máa bá ojì náà nìyẹn tó fi ní àsọmọ àwọd mo ṣáwà ń bẹ ṣá ní alẹ́ ọjọ́ yẹn àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì èmi ò fojú kan tẹ́mi fi kúrò ń bẹ̀ ọ́ èmi ò fojú kan rárá because èmi náà ní àwọn nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ lọ ṣe mo dẹ̀ kúrò ń bẹ̀ ní àárọ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn àfìgbà tí àdèmá gbọ́ orí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì mi gan ti rí kíní ìgbà tí màá lè gbé ojì ó dẹ̀ ní ó ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ní apá àwọn wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó tó di pé mi náà dẹ̀ tún wá padà wá síbi bẹ́ẹ̀.
ó bàbá mi ó ti yé mi sí tí ó di yẹn ní ó di bàbá tó máa ń ṣeré yẹn tó máa ń ṣe ẹ tí màá tí mo sọ tó máa ń ṣe kọ́ńtẹ́ǹtì ṣé ó di bàbá yẹn náà là ń sọ yìí ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀.
Hello ma, Oji, òun ni driver Mohbad, ọ̀rẹ́ dẹ̀tù ni wọ́n máa ń pè ní Oji torí pé òun ju gbogbo wa lọ. Òun ni driver ẹ̀ tó gbé lọ sí Kòròdú, òun náà ló máa ń gbé kiri. Like driver ẹ̀ tó really trust so ojú àlọ́ reason ẹ̀ tó everybody fi máa ń pè ní Oji ma. So gbogbo ìgbà tó fi lọ sí pàtí yẹn tó fi ń bọ̀ tí tó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní issue yẹn gbogbo ìgbà yẹn lòun ṣáà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní record. Gbogbo recording tó ní tó fi kúrò láti show yẹn gbogbo ìjà àti argument yẹn àti tó ní sínú ilé yẹn gbogbo yẹn ni èmi àti ẹgbà táwọn jọ wà ló wá ṣe wà gbé mi débẹ̀ tó yẹ pé everything wà ní mo ṣe wà rí lórí fóònù all those things. Ìdẹ́ni tó bá lè sọ̀rọ̀ kó sọ̀rọ̀ ọdẹ ló lè sọ̀rọ̀ as long as tó ní security tó ní tó wà around ẹ̀ pé tó bá dé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní information yẹn ti jáde ọ̀pọ̀ tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sóhun. Èmi dé understand ẹ̀rù tó ń bá òun náà lọ síwájú èmi náà ni èmi náà ṣe máa fi nìyẹn.
ṣé òun ló drive jeep yẹn ni àkókò wà pẹ̀lú wọn number 1 question number 2 question ibo ló fẹ́ lọ ẹni ó fẹ́ lọ sí South Africa èlò ló máa cost ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ ṣé kò tí mo sọ yìí ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ èmi náà understand then ṣé òun ló drive jeep yẹn àkókò wà pẹ̀lú Mohbad then kí mo fẹ́ béèrè ẹ sọ tuntun fún mi láàrin èmi àti yín ṣé ìjà ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Kòròdú nǹkan tó lè mú yín wá bá mi ẹ mọ̀ pé mi máa sọ bí wọ́n sọ fún mi sorry máa sọ bí pé mi kò ṣe pé máa ní ẹ̀sọ́ báyà bí mo dárúkọ yín ṣé ìjà ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Kòròdú àbọ̀kọ̀ fi yẹn cover up ni then South Africa tó fẹ́ lọ yẹn èlò ló máa cost kí ló fún wa ń garanti pé tàbá gbé lọ́bẹ̀ ó máa fún wa fídíò báwo la ṣe máa ṣe because àkọlé fún àlè sẹ́ẹ̀dì owó sí kó wá ní fídíò ti há àbí fídíò ti sọnù ẹgẹ́tẹ̀ àwọn náà gbọ́dọ̀ play safe so gbogbo ilé ìbò fẹ́ mọ̀.
Lọ́wọ́ ohun gbọ́ngàn ni driver ẹ̀ tó máa ń gbé lọ sí anywhere tó bá fẹ́ lọ òun ló gbé lọ sí Kòròdú. Tí ìjà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níwájú ọ̀nà àtẹ̀yàn ìyẹn because mọ́tò tó wà níwájú láwọn wà mọ́tò tí wọ́n àárín ló wà. So pé ìjà ṣẹlẹ̀ ìjà ẹgbẹ́ kò ń ṣèjà bí argument ni bó ṣe sọ ẹgbẹ́ di big deal because prime boy kò lè parọ́ fún anybody tó wáyé pọ́n rí lè jà ok prime boy àti mú ọ̀nà close jù ní pé ọ̀rẹ́ tó ti mọ́ra wọn tipẹ́tipẹ́ so ìjà ẹ kò ń ṣe ìjà lọ títí tó wáyé pé jà ni ìfẹ́ wọ́n máa pè wá gan táwọn kan máa dúró tá máa bọ́lẹ̀ tá máa là wọn because mọ́tò jẹ́ artist gan àwọn èèyàn kò ní fẹ́ kó dúró síbẹ̀ yẹn pé jù so ti ìjà ẹ ń ṣe big deal ó jí confirm ẹ̀ pé gbogbo bó ṣe ń jà ní mọ́tò Wunmi gangan ni Cynthia òun gangan ni wọn àti mọ́jọ ní ṣíjú so bó ṣe jà láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ títí tán fi dé ilé nìyẹn tó dé sí dé sílé àwọn aṣáájú wọn dé sílé ìgbà táwọn dé náà ṣe wá sí géètì fáwọn táwọn wọlé kó sí kìlómítà wa ìgbà táwọn dé tí gbogbo àwọn wà nílé kò dẹ̀ pẹ́ ní
ṣe exonerate prime boy gan náà kò ń ṣèjà kan tó anybody lè pè níjà tó ṣe kankan báyìí bọ̀ pé kó máa sẹ́ndì kìíní yẹn ó máa sẹ́ndì gbogbo ẹ̀ ó tiẹ̀ because ó ti sóhun gan gbogbo kìíní yẹn everybody ní ọkàn wọn bàjẹ́ títí pa àdúrà tó jábúrò ẹ̀ gan inú ẹ̀ ò dùn bọ̀ ọlọ́run nìkan ló mọ̀gàn tó promise àdúrà because gbogbo kìíní yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo á ti kúrò ń bẹ̀ ọ̀gá tó promise àdúrà nìkan ló mọ̀ but ó jìṣà gbogbo nǹkan tó ní lọ́wọ́ ló rẹ́dí láti send but safety tiẹ̀ gangan ló wà after ó ti gba visa sọ̀wọ́ already because cable visa ni wọ́n lò kò dẹ̀ gbé expire so òun náà mo sọ fún gan láàárọ̀ yìí pé bóyá kò báyìí sọ̀rọ̀ fún ara ẹ̀ because àti wà ní mídùngbà mi kò easy ó dẹ̀ ní rárá òpó òkèèrè risk anything Nigeria because ọ̀nà ló trust bá ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo kíní online ó dẹ̀ risk life of Nigeria only because àwọn especially recording nù ti mọ́tò yẹn ó ní tó bá ẹsẹ̀ immediately gan ó ní kò possible kì í sí tí a máa mọ̀ àbáwọn tó bá gbọ́ kó máa mọ̀ pé bóyá látọ̀dọ̀ òun ni ó ní bọ̀ tóun bá sí around ìṣèṣin tó yẹ kí tá bá pè wọn àbí tá bá message wọn máa sọ fún wọn pé irú level nìyẹn báwo ló ṣe máa bí òun pé ṣé òun lòun ṣerú nǹkan báyìí because àwọn márùn-ún ló náà wà ní mọ́tò so anybody ni ó lè record or kó jẹ́ pé owó anybody ni recording ti lè jáde.
This guy confirmed there were 5 in the car. 2, 3. OG was in that car. Abi? No. Okay, 6. There were 6, right? 2, 3, then 6. Okay.
Rosha, the driver.
These are little discrepancies. Anyway, let's move on. Let's not stop there. You guys address all this.
Because ticket kan sin òun dẹ́ kó fẹ́ wá dúró ni àwọn náà dẹ̀ lámà lọ pàdé ẹ̀ tó bá dé ọ̀dọ̀ wa náà ló máa dé sí torí ẹ̀lẹ́mí náà ti ṣáájú èdè sí ibà yìí so tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ̀ ìyẹn máa kọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ bá $1 million owó nǹkan tó ṣáà ní ìṣá gbogbo àti àtẹ̀yẹ sọ̀rọ̀ lálẹ́ àná àtàárọ̀ ìṣá ló ní ju $1.5 million because tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tó máa ra return everything tó gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́ ní ẹ̀wọ̀n.
Kò ṣe 1.5 yẹn ní iṣu tẹ́mi ní sìn ni pé báwo la ṣe gbàgbà kan tó wà lórí kọ́sà lè fún 1.5 káwá gbọ́ sórí so ibo la ti máa meet ní middle end ibo lòun wà tó lè kówó fún ó ti ẹyin kábà àníṣe.
Thank you. If OG wasn't in the car, how did he record it? What happened? Because this is the second time we are hearing that OG was in that car recording the argument that Mohbad and Wunmi were arguing in the car when they were going to the show and when they came back.
Well, according to what we know.
Oh, wait, let's finish. Let's just try to finish it. It's just me.
Trust me. Tó lè lead wa lọ sí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ because àwọn ò fẹ́ bí ẹgbẹ́ wa ń sàlẹ̀ akọ̀ǹgbàriwo at least àmọ́ tó èèyàn ní máa sì bẹ̀ life but at least irú ìgbà tó ń gbọ́ mọ́ àdìbọn sálẹ̀ ṣé mo bá di ti kú ó kẹ́ sọ pé yóò sí bẹ̀ anyway but àwọn nǹkan tó ṣáà jẹ́ good evidence so ẹni ẹnu àríwá yìí wọ́n á dẹ̀ kó owó fún òun náà kó gbogbo ẹ̀ fún ọ so ṣó wọ́ọ̀kì bẹ́yẹn so nǹkan tẹ́mi fẹ́ mọ̀ nìyẹn.
Ó sọ pé rárá o olóhùn lè ṣe é ó ní the only thing tóun tún lè ṣe ni bóyá tóun bá book ticket òun tán àfin because tó bá ti book ticket ẹ̀ bóyá ọ̀la ọ̀tún la ṣáá lónìí fẹ́ kúrò ó ní bóyá ní ẹlẹ́wálé pàdé oníkẹjà ṣáá o according to him ṣáá ó ní tóun bá dé bíbá yìí pé òun tẹ̀ lè take gbogbo risk báyẹn ṣáá ṣe má bínú bóyá tó bá fà ìwé ààrẹ dé bíbá
way this guy is just speaking for the other one, like you have not even gone to confirm. You just reply on behalf of him that he said no. This guy just behaving like a scammer. But anyway, let me play us this part first. A minute.
No, police.
I want to quickly get police arrangement. I want to know that police also cover up.
Come and be.
With the assurance that members of the public will be kept abreast of the investigation and has solved the disease in his lifetime. It also, as of today, Darusha, deceased personal assistant.
Okay. Now,
Mr. Ajishegi,
you want to look at the,
deceased.
I think, is it?
Honorable Idris Adedosu, deceased personal photographer. Mr. Idris Busari, deceased friend. Aderinto Ademola, aka Adewos, deceased friend. Mr. Adeyemi Olamide, deceased friend. Oladapo Oreoluwa, aka Lifestyle, deceased friend. Adesoya Adebi Idolapo, aka IJC, deceased friend. Fidelis Esabon is the driver to the private ship that the deceased hired to attend the concert in Ikorodu on 10 September 23. And in an attempt to punch Ibrahim doing.
Okay, let's move on. It is in the other one. I will find it. Like where the police give us those that sat in Mohbad's car. The police didn't mention spending. Maybe the police also played part of the game. They also played in the game. I don't know. So go on, the boss man. That's it. Let's address the first one.
That very day when I think, I will say because I'm having an issue with Buki JC.
So, your voice is very low. Can you speak up a little bit? Low.
I know what is wrong.
We are struggling to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go on.
So I want to say that because I'm having issue with Buki JC, that I'll allow my personal vendetta for me to be discrediting this audio. All right. I do not know the person that was speaking there. I don't know, maybe because of maybe they've heard me, my narratives on Joking platform. I don't know. I don't know where I don't know who was speaking though. But what that guy was saying in that audio is exactly what we know, and we've been. I've said it before. If you heard me talk about it before on Joking, and I don't know. I guess I said it before on somewhere another platform. Exactly what we think happened to Mohbad in the house. I think I would say that what this guy said is 80% correct. But where is missing is that saying OG was in the car. I didn't have that. I don't think we were aware that OG was in the car. And according to what we know, OG was never Mohbad's driver. OG was Mohbad's photographer. And what we know is that Spenny was the only one sitting in the back seat. And then, which he has also confirmed in the CTC that he was sitting at the back seat, was alone in the back seat. When he was on Buki JC went, they also wanted to, they want to put me into dragging on Buki JC when Prime Boy came to, he appeared there and he also affirmed that Spenning told him the same thing he told us, He also said there when they were questioning, I guess that was first caller was questioning him. He also said that he was the only one in the car. He described when the vehicle was smashed. All right. And that is it. So now, regarding to this guy, I don't know. The guy did not mention his name, so we don't know who was speaking. But one thing I know is that OG was Mohbad's photographer. And the emoji was not the one who drove that vehicle, who drove Mohbad back home. I can stand to tell you that. OG was not the one that drove Mohbad to the show, or especially, I don't care about who drove Mohbad to the show, but he's not the one that drove Mohbad back from the show. The person that drove Mohbad from the show was the man that came to the inquest. That driver that came to the inquest is the one who drove Mohbad back home. Was there any fight in the house? Yes. How did Mohbad collapse? Which I said. I was not sure if Mohbad died instantly But Mohbad collapsed according to spending. Mohbad had a fight with his girl. Mohbad had a fight with his girl in the house, and they were having a misunderstanding. When they got home, the fight continued. And according to what we know, that the fight actually continued in Mohbad's bedroom. When we went to go and meet Mohbad in the bedroom, they had a fight. They were hearing the noise. Those in the house there were hearing the noise. They were downstairs. Benny was part of those people downstairs. Lifestyle was in the house. He only tried to scale to save himself. He told the police that he was drunk. He was not drunk. He was aware of what happened in the house. He was aware what happened in the house. Everybody paid your ammo. Everyone, including spending. January, February, March, before the first inquest. Before the first inquest that spending went to, when he went to go and faint. He was confessing to some people. They know themselves. He was begging them that they should take him out of Nigeria, that he was going to confess. He told them the truth. They were threatening him. Yes, he came out, they brainwashed him. Westo, yes. Like that, yes. Then when he came out, Westo exposed him. It was not well managed. And maybe they were threatening him, yes. And that's the truth. And then he started changing his words and all stuff like that. And then he started saying that Spending started talking again. And, but the truth is the truth. If you tell me today that we're going to get justice, I think we are going to 90% away from getting justice from Mohbad. Everything that happened in the Corona inquest, I swear to God, everything if you ask me about the Corona inquest, everything that happened in the Corona inquest, all the story is not true. It's not true. Yeah, did they take Mohbad to the hospital? Yes. Mohbad was rushed to the two hospitals, to the Kuramed, to Prerex, yes. But did they take, did anybody come to the house to find Mohbad? Nobody came to the house to find Mohbad. I found to be corrected on that. But nobody came to the house to find Mohbad, according to me. What I do not know, which it's still paining me till date, that Westo did not allow us to finish with this EXPØŠ3D girl. Because we're on top of that matter to this Westo mess. That is why I can never forgive that guy. I cannot say some things here because we are staying in touch, maybe after justice for Mohbad. Then we can tell you the reason and what Westo and EXPØŠ3D did to mess up this thing up. She's fighting that she wants to be the one to give justice for Mohbad, and then she was the rivalry passing about that towards the Yekudi. I want the justice for Mohbad to come from my side and all stuff like that. That's why exactly what she did. And she has been trying to do a lot of things to discredit whatever information. That is why she went to bring spending. Spending never spoke with Yekudi. Spending never spoke with Bossman and all stuff like that until when Prime Boy came in and he said, they used to speak with Bossman and the Yekudi now. Spending never told us that about what happened on the bridge. And then Prime Boy came to the EXPØŠ3D platform and attested the fact that you told me, in fact, it was that day on EXPØŠ3D when Prime Boy came in, we got to know that it was Prime Boy that could they want to throw the Officer Mosodo. Whereas Spending was denying it. And Prime Boy came to rescue that very day and said, you told me, you Prime Spending, you told me the same thing. But there we got to know that it was Prime Boy that told Baba Mohbad when Baba Mohbad first said, Professor Mosodo, Professor Mosodo, not knowing that it was from Prime Boy. So because of money, don't know, because a lot of things happen why Westo was held in Spending to his own side. He didn't allow nobody to see him apart from his own people. He was brainwashed from the detention. When he came out, he held Spending to himself, and then through that, A lot of people came in, including even King White also confirmed it, that they are aware. It doesn't that he did not need to even go to the inquest. He's aware of what I'm going to say at the inquest. You can ask Lagata these things. I guess Lagata has the recording of that. He has played it multiple times on her, where King White says that he doesn't need to go to the inquest. They are aware of what that was when Spending, because I'm also telling you today, that day that Spending fainted in court, all that thing is scripted. They script everything. They told him to do that. I see all the games, the charade, but I don't want to talk. Everything is being scripted. But the day we're going to get to justice, the prominent lawyer is also going to go down there with him. Because they've allowed the public, they turn us against ourselves and became some enemies of some people. We fight among ourselves. Why? They're the one just coming up with all this script. And we couldn't even eat, you couldn't sleep. We are losing, when some people lost their jobs and all stuff like that. All because we wanted justice for Mohbad. And I'm putting it to you today. Those people around Wunmi, they are doing so hard. Those people, the front runner of Wunmi, they are aware of what happened to Mohbad. I'm putting it to you today, Papariano. They are all aware of what happened to Mohbad. And when you are talking, they will stream you, and their lawyers are listening to everything we are all saying. Everything, any little stuff you say, information they say, they will go and work on it and they will go and block it. So everything is not everything you bring on the internet. That is why I closed my platform. I'm not hosting and all that. The moment we realize that, we close it up. They're always on this platform listening, looking for information. They quickly go and do one or two, or they'll come and create drama, another different script to defend whatever happened and mess things up. Yeah. So that is how it is. I know people are still holding on to me on Yekudi when I came up to bring out a CCTV camera video, which the CCTV camera that very day was. I heard some people talking about, what's my there's a CCTV whatever on YouTube, blah 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 blah. I didn't pay attention to it, but I've been hearing people talking about it. And while I was on the air on YouTube that day, somebody just sent it to me and all stuff like that. I was so stupid. I just played and I was like, and I just jumped on it. After I said whatever I said with Yekudi, I said it with you. I sent that stuff to Yekudi. And after the show that very day, it was so glaring that it was confirmed that that was not Mohbad's house. And I put a disclaimer. I guess you could also put a disclaimer on the CCTV camera that you saw a woman coming to the house with another girl and blah, 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 blah. That was not Mohbad's house. And that was a disclaimer on that. And everywhere I went to after that, I see people saying, that was Mohbad. I always put a disclaimer on the comment section there. At least I've done that for about 6 or 8 pages where I saw people doing that. So that video was not Mohbad's house, and that was not Wunmi, that was not the nurse, and that was just the way it is. Was there the nurse, Feishara? Yes, that is Feishara. Were there 2 nurses? I'm not sure. But as Mohbad died before Mohbad came to the house, and we're going to find out if Mohbad has died. Was Mohbad died on Monday or he died on Tuesday? I believe Mohbad died on Monday. All right? But I think I've allowed the police to do their finest. They are on top of the whole thing. Like I said, people try to hold on to whatever I'm saying right now, so I have to be very careful. I don't want anything that people are going to hold on to. But if you ask me, are the police working? As at this year, 2025, I think the police are working. Please just don't ask me more questions about the police. I don't want to talk about anything about the police today. Don't ask me any questions about the police or about anything. I beg your pardon, because I am not permitted to talk about it.
Yeah, I would even advise us not to be talking about the police, because they are listening. I would advise anybody who is intelligent enough not to talk about it.
Queen Elijah just messaged me. I've not seen what she messaged me now. I just saw a message coming in. I'm happy that she messaged me now. Queen Elijah, I will read your message and I will respond accordingly. I've not opened it yet, but I guess they've told you that I'm talking about you. But I was only talking about you and all this, right? But I said that you've been very careful not to mention my name. All right. And since you said that you want to petition Yekudi, we are still waiting for your petition, Kunanaja. You can go ahead with it.
Bossman. Okay, sorry, Lioli. Bossman, the voice note that Papariano played just now, I think they are just trying to play Bukky Jesse. I say scam, because if you have an information and you want to pass it on, even if you need help before you pass on the information, it's more or less a biggie scammer than the one they try to pull on your. You know, you come with the information, you let the person know or listen to it. Not record it, but listen to it. Then the person will now go to Bukky and relate that, yes, I'm just using you as an example. But yes, I have heard it. This is what they have. You can give them the money. They have solid. Help him to get to South Africa. What that guy was relating and to Bukky is nothing but a scam. If somebody could come to the airport, who wants to come to the airport, a noisy and lousy place, to get an information? You know, why would I give you information when why will I give you money when you have not given me information? You have to give me information where it is safe and I can receive it, and I will know you deserve it. That what Papariano played was nothing but a scam. And that is another reason the advice that you just gave us, that, you know, it should not be, a lot of things should not be said on the black strip, because they are listening. Somebody is always ready to scam somebody, and it's going to be coming from the other side. That was what gave birth to 3-second video, and that's the same thing about this. That recording that Papariano just played, it's nothing but a scam. From what we have been listening to, it was a 2 Jeep Prado they took. Mohbad was in one. Nobody said about anything about the third car in the middle, except when we are learning from it now. If there is somebody that is talking about, nobody talk about him in the inquest or in any CCTV or in any inquest gathering. Nobody, except now. Somebody is up to scam somebody. And the people that I will warn, especially, is people, I don't know where you get your money. The moment they say something about something, let's gather money, let's contribute. Stop contributing money. The ones you have contributed have been mismanaged almost by everybody that you contributed for. Put your money in your pocket. Or give orphanage. Or just give coins to us. You know, nothing is going to come out of justice for Mohbad unless Mohbad wants it to come out. And it's not going to be by your contribution. It's not going to be by your contribution. Yes.
Sakumasa, I agree with you 100%. But according to that recording, the recording that Bukky Jesse played, I don't care about the sender or the person that was talking about the recording. What I care about is the message that the person was giving. The thing is that the message, for the person that could have said what he said there, exactly what he said there is what Penny said to us. It can also confirm from Marifa as well, because they're also privy to some information. All right? But the only thing that I want to rule out from what he said, that in that recording, is that he said about the OG was in the car. OG was the driver. That's the only thing to wrong. The message to Babonye saw me immediately because we are privy to that information.
Bossman, also Meji. Only OG was driving, was in the car. What is a car? I want to in the middle. OG was driving it. So, ọ̀rọ̀ méjì ló sọ, the story is not adding up. If Papariano will play it again, it's not adding up at all. Yeah. So, ẹnu méjì ló ní. And the way to sọ pé kò fẹ́, báwo ni mo ṣe máa rányàn kó lọ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀? Why tí ó jiyàn gangan wá fúnra rẹ̀ kó bá Bukky Jesse sọ? Almost everybody know Bukky Jesse's number. You can get into, you can go to a DM and say, look, I have so, look, if there is anybody that has that video, excuse me, that we've all been wishing for about what by Mohbad, they will have used it by now. They will have used it. When I mean use it, expose it, not freely, because there is no way I will have information that can lead to what killed Mohbad, and I'll be keeping it, and somebody will be making hundreds of millions just for nothing. I.e. Joseph Aloba, and I have information. I.e. Yomi, and I have the information that I can get. I will have used it. Somebody, we are not all dumb now in Nigeria. We will have used it to the maximum and get money. Even we have used it to the government. I'm sure government, did not put a ransom to whoever can find Mohbad's death. But you will have used it. All these things is coming. The only person that can help us find Mohbad's death, if we need to find who killed Mohbad and we haven't found him or her, is Mohbad himself. Because I believe spirits, dead people, they do have power.
Sakoma, I actually solidly agree with you. But the thing is just that people always want to think that Bossman doesn't want to talk. Everybody wants to really know. I understand that people are really frustrated. They want to really get to know other things like that. But sometimes it's not about you talking on social media or you knowing some things. It's about you being well strategized. I mean, coming with your strategy and organized tactics. It's all about tactics and doing things the right way.
Good afternoon, good morning, everybody in the house. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, continue. Let me mute.
Yeah. So people believe that everything you have, bring it out there. There's a lot of things that we brought out there that nothing has changed. All right. The other people, as we are working.
Bossman, sorry. So because I know sorry, very wicked has something to say, so that I can round up.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hold on, wicked, hold on. Bossman, I am giving you the last warning. In this justice for Mohbad, like for long, we will get justice. But please, I'm begging you. You did it during Westo and the spending. You did it on other issue. Now you did it on this lady Lawal. Next time, get evidence, solid evidence, recordings, stuff. I know I have given information to people on platforms to host, but I always have evidence that I can rely with. I don't do ASA that is solid. Please, anytime you go underground with anybody, even if it is me, have evidence, Bossman. Your lack of evidence is making people die. Please.
Yeah.
That's my statement.
I do appreciate that, Sakuma. We're getting to the issue of spending. We never knew that Western had an eating agenda. All right? There's a lot that happened. There's a lot that we cannot even say right now. That we cannot talk about right now until after justice for Mohbad. And I've been keeping it. But the issue of spending about the money, that I kept it for it was after 3, I guess I started posting it. The evidences.
Only give me 1 minute. I am hiding now to come at the place. I actually want to send you with due respect, I want to send you an errand. Emma Binu. Errand boy. I want to give you an assignment. And there's this question that I've been wanted to ask, and I've been doing my findings, and I kept quiet about it. Is about Bossman. Did anyone knows the driver that drove, Abi? The driver in that car, when they announced Mohbad don't die, that 1 second video where they pronounced Mohbad mind. Let me even pass it out to everybody. Did anybody know that driver? Has anybody analyzed that driver? Did even Baba Mohbad himself knows that driver that drive that car where they announced Mohbad don't die? As Papayano don't sleep, I don't know if he's here. So
I hear you. Speak on.
So, Bossman, I want to please.
Can you hear me, Aduke? Can you
hear me? I can hear you, Paparani.
I
can hear you, Paparani. So, thank you. So, Bossman, I want to give you an assignment. Can you help us do a lot of findings about that driver that drove? Because, number one, I want to believe, based on the driver narrative at the coroner inquest, that driver was not the one that drove that car where they announced Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead. And who is that driver? I want everybody that is listening to me right now, please, let's analyze that driver. Because I believe that driver will surely know what happened to Mohbad also.
You are making a lot of sense.
Making sense. Very good sense.
Even
I want to volunteer.
All of them did not want to tell us
Sakuma.
in that Mohbad. So I believe if everybody in that house, if they don't want to tell us what happened in that, how did Mohbad die? What about that driver?